It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, partner. A couple of teams that feel like they have all the pieces. Just came up short last year. They were so excited to get 2024 going and try to make another run to get into the postseason.
Yeah, and both these teams absolutely fall into that category. And just last year, going into the season, Mike, not only did they have playoff expectations, but in a lot of ways, they had Super Bowl aspirations. They believe that if the things fall their way, they catch a break, they continue to stay healthy, the roster they have put together is a playoff roster, if not a Super Bowl roster.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Denver. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Mims sent in motion here. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 4th down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. Brandon Powell, the veteran, back to take this one back. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. A big play for Minnesota. An even 40 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game from Aaron Jones. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this 1st quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. On 4th down, it's Will Reichard time for this Viking field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready now for their 2nd drive. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Williams. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing. Nix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So, the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Darnold. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start first and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll put Addison in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. To throw is Darnold. He'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. They motion the slot man left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Nix to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. First and 10. They'll run it with Williams. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Second down and 8. Back to throw is Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Darnold gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
And here we go, 4th and inches. They'll run for it, and it's Jones. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Now on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain. So it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Second and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll go with Williams. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover?
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.